Quite Millennials podcast where we're cracking a cold one.
I'm struggling. Oh, I got it. Oh, I didn't make a noise. I got mine open.
Okay, put that right next to the mic. That's good.
What is this?
It's a cold one, bro.
It smells like, yeah.
Bailey loves beer.
I do.
Not most beer is pretty gross. Okay, so this is the 21st podcast. New thumbnail. Doesn't it look good?
This isn't 21st, is it?
Big dumb? Well, that's why we're cracking a cold one! Oh, bland.
Whatever, it doesn't
You don't listen to the podcast. You only hear other people, and other people only have listened to like the first 7 podcasts.
I feel like we have a good... They're catching up, most of them.
Extremely slowly, Devin.
Over the summer.
Can you just please leave the mic alone?
Okay, but it felt really low.
That's because you're sitting on your... You're not sitting correctly, Bailey. If you want to hold it, you can.
That's fine.
But you can't do like a half boy.
Fine.
How much of this podcast is Colby scolding Bailey on how to hold his mic?
All of it. Wait, we were told not to talk about the podcast on the
I
podcast.
said that because they're not on the podcast.
Aaliyah, who I was supposed to shout out. Ooh, we have a viewer question, actually.
Okay, well, let's do the social media before we do that.
Chooch. The train's going back to the station.
Yeah, the train's going backwards from...
Not Quite Podcast on Twitter and Not Quite Millennials on Instagram. Plus, you can listen to our lovely voices on YouTube and SoundCloud and iTunes and Catbox and Stitcher and Google
Castbox and not Stitcher.
And Google Plus.
You cannot listen to our lovely voices on Google Plus.
And you can go to that Instagram, Not Quite Millennials, and you can like these fire ads I'm putting out. I'll play
Finally
them.
making us a social media giant, everybody. Wow, I'm sure that sounds great. Moving on to listener appreciation
what is the
station.
video? Shh, I'm not done.
Part 2, choo choo. And by that I mean part 3, choo choo.
Yeah, I guess so. Is this a mini listener appreciation station?
Okay, now listener appreciation station is just a segment.
Yeah, truth. Alright, you want to hear the question?
More like Sojourner Truth, am I right?
Alright, this question comes from Yolanda. Who's
That's
that? I don't know.
Bailey.
Yolanda asked, did your parents ever beat you with a belt?
I'm pretty sure my uncle did once.
Oh.
Moving on.
I never got beat with a belt, but I got threatened with it. They would make the snapping noise, and I'd be like, eh. Yeah, that.
I got it for sound effects. Keep talking.
Yeah, it was a lonely childhood when I had to stand in the corner for 15 minutes. That was my only punishment, really. Oh, and writing.
You misbehaved, boy.
Still strikes fear into my heart. Ooh.
Get over here, boy.
I'm sure they're gonna... You're...
Ow! Ow!
You crying? I'll show you something to cry about. Oh my god. Is this what multiple personality disorder looks
And
like?
scene.
Where was that acting in the classroom?
No thanks, dude.
Come on.
Oh yeah, shout out to Senor Garbati if you're listening to this one.
Hi, hola.
Hola, there you go.
¿Cómo estás? Mi nombre es Bailey.
Mi nombre.
Y I will have
Boy.
you en español, the one después
Voy a
de
tener voy a tener a ti. En la clase de español 4 o la APE.
Can you imagine if I walk into AP Spanish and he's like, I know you. And I'm like,
I've been listening to the podcast for
famous.
years, my man. Dude, watching him, sometimes I stop watching Rebelde to watch his reactions to Rebelde. I've told you this, right?
Yeah.
It's so good, dude. He gets so into it.
I am, like, joyful that he cares. I wonder if they watch it together. Because, like, Koffel swoons over all the boys. and like stalks them to this day.
And if Garbati swooned over the girls, he'd be arrested.
But that's like an insult towards Koffel.
So moving on to listener appreciation station.
Choo choo. We already did that.
Oh, that was the question.
Yeah.
What was the question? Have you ever been beaten with a belt? Jeez. Sorry, slipped into my other person. You ever seen Split? Not accurate. Okay, so today we're doing the Patreon shoutouts.
Yay.
Oh, I forgot to ask Millie. Dang. Okay. Well,
What were you gonna ask
in
me?
the Patreon, we have to come. I said we have to come up with a nickname, or we can pimp you out. So I guess we're coming
Pimp
up
you
with
out?
Pimp. Your whatever you want to shout out.
Ah.
So today will be. This is gonna be a thing where every first podcast in the month, we'll do our Patreon shoutouts.
Sure. What month is starting?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Okay, this counts for May. Vacation Adventures by Heather on Facebook. You can look her up. She's a Disney planning specialist.
I follow.
Cool dude.
I actually don't.
Yeah, you don't follow that account. Also, it's not called following on Facebook. Idiot.
You can follow a page, actually.
Idiot.
Like me.
So, Millie Reese, also known as Crystal Suarez.
And Chew.
What up, Crystal Chew? Oh my god, that sounds like a fan-made Pokemon.
Crystal
where it's like Pikachu, but instead of electric powers, he has like
Crystal Chew.
crystal healing powers. Crystal Chew! Ah! Crystal Chew! Okay, thank you to Crystal Chew for sponsoring us on... Why are you laughing, Bailey? That's Crystal Chew. Crystal Chew.
Crystal Chew? A famous doctor?
Yes, Crystal Chew.
Ooh, okay.
So, we're rounding our way into the news station. But I don't really know if I added the news sound effect in, but I think I did, and I think I'm really good.
Like the news anchors?
Ba-da-ba-ba. No, I did that. Not the... And today. I didn't do that.
No.
We're going to Bailey's Bizarre Bulletin. He's going to take out his phone and go into his notes.
It's me.
ASMR. We're not doing that. Because I know what's
Guess
happening.
what? Guess
I'm
what?
pretty sure we did it at the exact same time the other podcast too.
That was a great moment. That's gonna be the
Falling
next
into our
ad.
patterns,
Ooh,
man.
ooh. Follow on Instagram, man. So.
Oh my god, you should do that. You should get the audio clip.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, we're
Just
flipping up. Okay.
okay.
No spoilers.
All right.
Yeah, I noticed you haven't taken a swig of that cold one yet.
I took a sip.
I'm looking at the line and no, you did not.
Yes, I did. It went in my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
It did.
Well, you mean you've said that many other times, and that hasn't been the truth, so.
What? Clout shuts down Black Mirror episode S No More. So, do you know what Clout is? I downloaded it. I made an account. Clout.
Clout? Make sure it's not clout.
It's Clout. You know that Black Mirror episode that we all hated with Bryce Howard?
Bryce Dallas Howard area.
It's basically like that. It's
Where you rate people?
No, you get a rating based on your social media, and you have to try and like up your score, and it's a score between 1 and 100.
Have we determined that we all hate that episode?
I think so.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
And then, so I downloaded it, because of course
And
I
he had
did.
a 0.
And no, I had a 10. But that's pretty bad because the average score is a 30. And I think you get like, if you get a 60, you can become verified on Twitter. So.
Wow.
And it's closing on May 25th. So I have 10-ish days more.
Get us verified on Twitter.
No. But I can get myself there.
You know how many bots we'd have to pay to get to 60?
A lot.
Bailey, we're not supposed to be discussing them. You're supposed to go through all of them and then go back.
Oh my god, that's right. Brooklyn Nine-Nine has been canceled. Back to the Lonely Island we go. Rick and Morty. I didn't come up with clever titles. Rick and Morty going for 70 more. And Google's AI can make it so you never have to call in pizza again. Duplex.
Ooh-wee.
Alright.
Bailey, I have bad news. I put a pad on your mic, so you're gonna need to speak louder.
Okay. So, Brooklyn Nine-Nine got canceled.
Oh no!
It went for 9 seasons.
It definitely didn't.
It did.
How?
I don't know. I didn't even know it was a show. I just found it on Twitter. It was trending like 2 weeks ago. It was like a scene where it's like a girl's brother got murdered, and they're like, he was singing bye bye bye. So then he has the police line up saying bye bye bye, and she's like, oh my god, number 5 murdered my brother. And then it got canceled yesterday.
How could, after that great comedy, they cancel it? What do you, what?
I LOL
What what?
People are very
What?
upset about it.
That's crazy. What? Rick and Morty, 70 more episodes. I like Rick and Morty, but the fan base really ruined that show.
That's crazy.
That's too many more episodes.
See, I feel like that's a lot to order at one time.
Almost impossible for the show creators to
Especially
fill that.
considering how long it took them to do season and trace.
3 years to make 10 episodes, so if they keep that trend,
I can't do that.
it'll keep going. I'll be the head of a major corporation by the time they get to the 60th one.
Muerto.
Cool, Bailey's still talking. So let's talk about Google's AI.
It's called Duplex, and it can make phone calls for you, and it sounds human. And they've added in ums and ahs, so you don't know you're talking to a. Wow.
I need to get that away from me. I'm definitely gonna forget that's there, and it'll be home to many bugs.
Yum. Yeah, so now you won't have to deal with your whole I don't want to call in a pizza
Dang.
and make me wait on hold for an hour.
Well, Romano's is so big dumb that, yeah, call out. We're never gonna get sponsored by Romano's. Dude, we should go to local businesses to see if they'll sponsor us.
They will not.
We could probably go to Farmhouse Roasters.
I don't know what that is.
That's a coffee shop across from my street.
Oh.
And say, hey, we're a local podcast with a huge following. Well, no, our following isn't huge, but it's a cult following.
It is a cult following.
You're in a cult. All of our listeners are in a big fat cult, and
got a
Allison
new
Mack is
listener.
leading it.
Carly,
Oh, yeah.
apparently. And maybe Kaylee if she actually Googles
She
it.
definitely won't. She'll definitely forget.
Look
Well,
at
that was a very interesting.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. This bulletin wasn't as great, but I will find uber
He
mega.
waited to the last minute.
I will find uber mega interesting stories for next week.
So it's
which
time
will
for
be
our
2
next
weeks.
food break. We got Tim Tams.
What's a
The Australian cookie Tim Tams.
Tintin?
It's not a Tim Tam.
What was the word in the store that I found?
Huh?
I forgot it. Fashow?
Falafel.
Falafel.
Wow, big funny, bro. Big funny. Bailey's gonna take a Tim Tam. It's for the podcast. You have to. Oh.
We should crunch at the same time.
Take the pop filters off for maximum effect.
Sure. Oh. Oh, we're
3.
crunching like that. Okay.
Well,
Like
how
a
did
Kit
you
Kat
think?
commercial. Yeah, okay.
3, 2, 1, crunch. It wasn't synced up. That was a good crunch,
You
right?
said 3, 2, 1. You figure you would crunch.
No, you crunch on crunch, not.
That was never established.
It's Common Sense, Bailey. By Thomas Paine. Did you learn about Common Sense by Thomas Paine?
I did.
Okay. I've been reading Common Sense by Thomas Paine. Some men say that I'm a tenth of anything.
I've been reading Animal Farm, and it is so interesting. Like, this is the best book I've ever read.
I think I know who you're imitating there. I know exactly who you're imitating right there.
This fan is not oscillating correctly. I love life.
We're only gonna get that, and I'm glad. Well, if H-Dog listens.
Hi, dog.
Does your mom listen to the pod?
No,
How about Daddy?
no. They don't understand what a podcast
Fake
is.
fans. It's kind of like a radio show. It's like Maddie in the morning. That's what you should say.
I love Maddie in the morning.
Maddie in the morning.
You know what I hate? I used to listen to Wiggy, Melissa, and Pebbles, and then
What is that?
they added Ramiro, and Ramiro is a toad. So guess what? Nope. Anyways,
Choo choo. Time for yeehaw. That's the sound effect for Colby's recommendation roundup.
So Lottie said goodbye. Oh, I don't know how the kid sings it.
So I watched this movie. Didn't pirate it. Don't worry about it. It's not for sale anymore, so it's not pirating.
What movie?
It's called Society.
Who are you? Let me give you a hand, Bill.
In Beverly Hills, what you fear is only the beginning.
And if you want to take my recommendation and watch it, it's an odd movie, but if you're going to watch it, I don't think you should, know anything about it. Oh, no. Choo-choo, time for Listener Appreciation Station again. It's a buzz.
Can we get a live viewer question from Piper? I want to know what her 4th grade brain is wondering.
How old are you?
I'm 16.
70. Don't swear on the podcast!
Sorry, senor.
At a point.
I'm not clapping.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna edit it out then.
You're not gonna notice when editing that there is.
Yeah, no, I have to listen to this, all the way through. You know that, right, my boy?
Oh, I do. I don't know why you do that. I would just upload it as is.
Then we'd get even more complaints about how bad the podcast is. Oh, yeah, make your own podcast, assholes.
We're doing pretty good, I think. Ooh, bad combo. Ugh.
Kim Tan and root beer? That's on the level of orange juice and pizza. Have you ever had that?
No.
It, tastes exactly like vomit.
Ew. But that seems like a common household snack.
Not together.
You're having some pizza, you're having some OJ. Okay, so our viewer
You're killing your wife. That was an OJ joke, everybody.
And her
Ex-wife, I'm sorry, and her model boyfriend.
Well,
Just to cut you off there.
we're up to 584 views.
In total? Mm-hmm. That's not bad. It's not 1,000. View the podcast more. The past few podcasts are beginning 0 views, dude. Or the past 1. No, 2.
What? Millie's guest spot didn't bring
Millie's
it?
guess it's because it was long.
Yeah, that's true. We really gotta keep that in mind. But then
Guest episodes, it's so hard.
I feel bad. Yeah, I think guest episodes should be the exception.
We should
Y'all
try to keep it at 45 minutes.
can just suck it if you don't like it.
So, if you want to watch Society, I think you should. That's actually how I watched it. I was watching a Red Letter Media thing, Best to the Worst. They watch bad movies and then talk about them.
Is Society a bad movie?
No, it doesn't really.
Where can I find it?
Freestreammovies4u.net.
123 Movies is gone, so
No, it's Stream for You.
okay, I'm gonna watch it tonight.
You will?
Why not?
Okay, so I guess I won't talk about it then.
Oh, I can go la da da da.
Okay, well, I'm gonna show you this trailer. So that's a bit of a weird clip.
What's with the hand face?
Huh? I don't know.
Didn't you watch the movie?
I don't want to spoil it for you. It's really good.
Okay. Oh,
It's really weird. It was very unsettling, the whole thing.
okay.
And there was some weird creature fit. That's all. I'm sorry. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
I'll watch it with my cat tonight.
I also watched, I want to break out the movies, so
Okay.
Childish Gambino's new music video. Now, Bailey has definitely seen this, right? Mm-hmm. So it's called This Is America. I
This
hate
is
the name
America.
Childish Gambino.
This is America.
He's Donald Glover,
This is
joke with that.
This
Don't
is
catch you
America.
slipping up.
Okay, can I just say one thing before you start talking? Besides that, you have to do a little fiddly, dingly.
I already have the link up.
Uh-huh.
Chill with that, my boy.
I don't so you know how one of the messages was entertainment is a cover for gun violence? Because they shot a bunch of people and then they would start doing memes and stuff. I don't like the idea that entertainment is just to cover up stuff. Like
it's intentionally a negative view. It's obviously not like completely legit.
But besides that, I like the video.
I don't love the song.
Yeah,
I find it kind of monotonous.
I don't think anyone would watch that for the song. Like, I can't imagine you looking up a lyric video of that.
Right, yeah, you're watching it for the music video.
Truth.
Don't want to brag, I saw this one and it only had like 50,000 views.
Wow.
Before it hit trending. Don't want to brag or anything.
Wow.
Because I'm so cool.
Look at you go.
Yeah, so I think people might be giving the video, like, so I put this in Colby's recommendation roundup back when I didn't know if it was going to be, like, a big thing or not. Like, I put it in there, like, when I first saw it, and apparently it's blown up.
See.
I think it's a bit overrated.
I mean, I got the message. I mean, I couldn't get the message.
It's not exactly subtle.
But, yeah, it was a fine message.
Like, I was talking to Yolanda, and she's all like, oh, it's art. And I'm like, yeah, technically, but it's not like the end-all be-all to everything, you know?
Mm-hmm. I mean, technically what I do is art, so...
Whatever you say, Bailey. Okay, so...
Did you just diss my ads?
Oh, I didn't know if you were talking about your ads. Your ads are great, Bailey. Love you, bud.
I know they are.
So... Give me 1 sec.
Instagram, Not Quite Millennials. Give some likes, give some love. Did you try making it into a business Instagram?
Huh? No.
Oh. It, like, gave me a notification. I was like, finish your process into becoming a business. And I was like, I don't want to, because then I have to give, like, my address or email. And it's like, no.
Might have got hacked.
I don't
Email
think...
try?
My Amazon package, my first one, but not for me.
I'm happy for you. Oh, no, someone was just backing up in my driveway being a
That's fun.
freaking anus hole. So I'm gonna have Bailey. So I saw From Beyond.
Okay.
Which is from the same director as The Reanimator, same cast and everything. Bailey and I are gonna watch The Reanimator for our movie review show that we're gonna do.
Oh.
I'm debating on whether or not I want to make it like a Patreon thing,
Oh, that would be cool.
or
There's
if I
only
want to
2
make it
Patreons.
a Patreon, like they see it for like maybe 4 days before it goes up on YouTube.
That's a good idea. Maybe a week.
Maybe a week, yeah. Or I could just make it, it's only going to be on Patreon, but it doesn't have to be Patreon exclusive. It'll just get people to like go to the Patreon and kind of see what's up and maybe give us money. So, okay, so this movie, it's an 80s body horror movie, which I don't really like the name for it. Some people would say that The Thing is a body horror movie. It's basically a horror movie with creature effects, which is my favorite genre, possibly.
Horror movie or creature effects?
Creature effects horror movie.
Oh.
It's both. Like The Thing is my favorite movie.
Mm-hmm. Did we watch that one?
No.
Oh.
We didn't have time because it's not like a pure Halloween horror movie.
Too bad we weren't podcasting. That would have been a great podcast.
What? We should have live streamed us, just like watching a movie.
Truth.
But we would need to set up upstairs with like a set. Okay. So this movie is a mad scientist. He's building this. There's an ant on that seat. He's building this device called the sonic resonator, which basically takes it's a gland in your head, and it jiggles it resonates with it, and then you're able to interact with another plane of reality that is like always over our plane of reality. And because the machine's on, the things in that plane of reality can interact with you. It's all these weird like space slugs and stuff. So, editing a clip of the trailer now.
Let it happen, Crawford.
pray.
That movie made.
86. Yeah, 86. It's a fun movie. It gets real weird.
Looks like a fun. Kind of remind me of Jurassic Park.
It doesn't have that feel. There's no grandiose things about it. It's set in one house and then in a hospital for some really weird things. So I don't want to tell you anything about Reanimator because we're gonna watch that.
Okay.
This kind of has the same vibe. It's a weird movie. At one point, like a tiny little dick comes out of the guy's head, and that's what you saw. And it's all like, and it like controls his mind and like allegory stuff. What Dick's doing? Am I right, fellas? Good high five. But if anyone wants to watch that movie, please do, because I want to talk about it with someone.
Which one?
Preferably someone that I like. You all know who you are.
Ouch.
Dang, we're already at 30 minutes.
Pretty solid.
Is it though?
I'm sure.
We definitely cut out like a solid 5 of that. So we should probably keep going for a bit.
Sounds good.
Unless
Anything
you want to grind
new?
out too.
Anything new?
Oh, but then we can't do.
It's fine. Whatever. I don't care what we do.
Oh, whatever, it's fine.
Whatever. What's new? Let's do a catch up. Weekly catch up. Let's catch up.
It's big funny, bro. Yeah, but if anyone wants to watch that movie, please, I want to talk about it. Like real bad. And I don't think Bailey's gonna watch it. Bailey, I would say if you had to watch one movie, you should probably watch From Beyond, because I want to talk about that more. Society just made me grossed out.
Okay. What if I watch both?
I love you.
I'm not really doing anything tonight, besides going out, but later tonight, I meant.
I'm not really doing anything this Friday night except, going out.
No.
Telling like you freaking loser.
After that.
You freaking loser. Shh. That's what he's saying to me, everybody.
Bodeborg? Do you know what Bodeborg is?
No. Steven Soderbergh?
Never mind.
Good job.
Sonia Sotomayor?
Oh, Sotomayor, yeah. What about her?
Nothing.
You just wanted to talk about her name?
No, that's not what Bodeborg is.
Bodeborg?
It's like an escape room-ish thing, but it's more involved, I guess.
Is that where you're going?
No. They gave us free stuff for my comedy fundraiser, which is happening, and if you want to buy a ticket, you should, but it's R-rated, I must warn you. It's at Chunky's. Y'all should go.
Why?
It's just a fundraiser.
Who do you have there? Just local comedians?
Three comedians that Chunky's provided, I guess. I don't know.
Dude, we should go to, a trivia night.
Should we?
Yes, because I can help us win.
How much money are we talking?
I don't know. It's at 99s. I don't think they give out money. Maybe like a voucher? Maybe like a gift card to...
What if you're like eating dinner and you don't want that?
Huh?
What if you're like eating dinner and you don't want that? Is it like in a separate room?
I think it might be at the bar. But like not at the bar, I think we should do it. Let's see if it's tonight. Cool, Bailey doesn't want to do it. You can just say no and stop trying to break my heart.
I'm gonna your fat
Breaking my heart, Anakin.
Oh, Joey hasn't seen Star Wars.
Which one?
Any of them. He watched the first one and that's it.
That's a
he's
freaking
watched
lie.
The new ones.
And the 8 one, yeah.
And then I was like, oh, because we were talking about how everyone hates young Anakin. Then I was like, oh, just wait till you get to him and the younglings, and he didn't understand.
Whoa.
No one's gonna.
How can he even call himself a nerd if he hasn't even seen Star Wars? Nah, just kidding. Joey doesn't want to be a nerd. He doesn't want to be cool. I hate that being a nerd is like cool now, It is.
Okay.
That's what's pop called. We wouldn't have had a movie like Ready Player One like a few years ago.
A few years ago.
In like 2008.
Teen.
38. Ha! Bailey, what happened in 1838?
Oh, wait, I know this. So Martin Van Buren was not president. It was
No, he was.
he was president. Okay, then I guess he ran for 2 terms.
No, because Andrew Jackson wasn't president for that long.
He was president in 1828.
To 1832, and then 1836 was the next election.
Right.
So the tiny magician was in office then.
Yikes. You know, I feel bad for that one guy who everyone hates.
James Buchanan?
Yeah, him.
I don't. Andrew Johnson's probably a worse president than him.
Andrew Johnson?
Yeah, he's the reason why Jim Crow was a thing, pretty much. Because Abraham Lincoln was all about, like, he was like, with charity towards all and malice towards none, and then Andrew Jackson was like,
Andrew Jackson?
fuck 'em
Andrew
all.
Johnson.
Jackson's also an asshole.
You just said
I'm aware.
I'm so confused.
It's a bit of a Freudian slip, because Jackson also sucks anus holes.
Jackson was a swell man.
And no, he was not. Trail of Tears. And now Bailey's gonna do the social media after defending Donald J. Trump.
Oh, I have a question.
Yeah.
When's Harriet Tubman getting on the $20 bill?
Nah, I'd argue that the $10 bill is much more used. Did you see that?
No.
Like, the vice president of the Treasury was like, I'd argue that this is the case.
I wish $2 bills would come back.
1776.
Not Quite Millennials on Instagram and Not Quite Podcast on Twitter. You can listen on YouTube, iTunes, SoundCloud, Catbox, Stitcher,
Castbox.
Google Plus, and iWave. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you to all our Patreon patrons. You're the light of my life. That's really weird when it's only 2 people. And also one of them's my mom. Wait, what?
And the other one is Heather.
Whoa. That's not how...
Bye.
Are you insinuating that I just called
Bye.
Millie my mom? Okay, bye. That was big dumb, bro. Nope. Bro.